The Circle Season 6 just had its first blocking. Now the game is really getting started and everyone's true colors are coming out. I have my popcorn earrings on today because we're eating. QT is driving this ship. I don't even know if ships are driven. She's selling this ship. She's running the game and she is the puppet master. She has Miles in a hold and he actually thinks that he's the one that's running things and that it's their alliance that's taking the lead on things, when in actuality it's QT. She's the leader of that little dynamic and she's about to be the leader of this entire game.
I think I'm doing a pretty good job until I have a chat with someone else and I make another alliance. Another day of pulling the puppet strings.
Now, interestingly enough, when they were doing the painting game and she drew Kyle's muscles, she said for sure that Kyle would think it was Olivia Brandon that did that because of the hashtag fake abs. And that is exactly what Kyle thought, but I found that weird because while Olivia did hint at him being AI kind of in passing, QT was the only person who actually pointed out that his abs were fake. Like flat out said it.
It's giving lifeguard on duty. I'm sure all the girls want to be saved by you. Hashtag abs by AI. What?
Yep, it went. Okay.
Oh, that's wild. You just threw a shot.
So I was kind of shocked that neither Brandon, Olivia, nor Kyle made that connection and knew that that was QT. Like, that's crazy to me. And look at who the two influencers are. Kyle is sitting at number 1, but QT is actually holding that number 1 spot. They just don't know it yet. I am so excited for her game because strategically she is crushing it. Imagine sharing the influencer spotlight with someone who is actively trying to go against you and you have no idea. That gameplay is impeccable. Hey y'all, it's Nae. Welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. This video will contain spoilers for the Circle Season 6, episodes 5 and 6. So if you haven't seen them yet and you do not want spoilers, save this video and come back after you do. You are about to hear my thoughts on episodes 5 and 6, but of course I want to hear yours, so feel free to drop your thoughts below if you do want to participate in the conversation. And give this video a like before you go, so I know that you enjoyed it. On a side note, whoever is building walls for Netflix is very good at it because they make the walls thin enough for Love is Blind that people can speak through them, and they make them thick enough in the circle so that people can't hear through them. So architecture, I don't know, but they got it. So like I was saying, Kyle is pissed at Brandon and Olivia about saying that he's AI because he's like, babe, we never even had a conversation, so I don't even know why you coming at me like that. But then they did have a real cute and sentimental moment afterwards that was beautiful. They shared, you know, a very significant moment in their lives. But there's just something about adding a hashtag to a heartfelt moment, especially when you're saying it out loud, that just makes it funny.
I had no idea you lost your dad as well. You seriously have me in tears because I feel your pain with the tear emoji. You just showed me a side to you that I'm going to hashtag cherish.
So of course Miles knocks on Steffi's door. I don't think any of us watching this show were surprised about that because literally everybody was coming for her last episode. But he immediately feels bad and he shows some empathy, which I was shocked by because he's a fuckboy. Not me hitting the mic. Because he's a fuckboy. Fuckboys don't have empathy. They are known for not giving a damn. So I was like, oh, he actually cares that he's kicking a real person off the show. And to add a little fuel to the fire, she's like, you're not even good at your job, bro. Like, don't you do AI for a living? You should have known that I was an AI.
Did you really think I was an AI? You code robots for a living.
I mean,
Be honest.
Honestly, I had no idea who the AI was because
but did you think I was an AI?
Like, damn girl, you didn't have to come for his whole career like that. But he did clarify later on by saying, no, actually what I do is work with self-driving cars. I don't necessarily do the chatbot thing. So I guess he tried to clear that up. But in my layman's term, civilian amateur mind, AI chatbots, self-driving cars, they one and the same. So really you should have been able to know that Max was the AI. Speaking of Max, the Netflix producers or coders or whoever must have only written a certain amount of code for Max because revealing that he was the AI in episode 5 felt really, really early. Again, just like I didn't like them telling people that somebody was AI, like back in episode 3 or 4, I don't understand why they revealed who it was this early on. They had 2 big draws of the season. We're in Atlanta now and we have an AI. Why would they not let the AI run its course? I get that they want real people in the game because at the end of the day there is a prize. But if it would have got down to Max and somebody else, then Max just would have lost. So I don't know why they took him out so early. Maybe take him out when there's 5 people left. It just didn't make sense to me. I don't know. I'm genuinely shocked that Caress is still here. And she has some nerve being surprised that Steph was not AI when she a whole catfish out here. Also, someone in the comments of one of my last videos actually recognized Paul, Caress's brother, who she's catfishing as. and he has a viral TikTok song. I was asking if he's an actual rapper or if that's just something that she said to make him sound cool in the circle. Turns out he is an actual rapper music artist. It's rapper music. What am I, 80? Rapper music artist. Okay. He has that boot thing song, the one that went viral on TikTok. I can't play it because copyright, but I will put it on my Spotify account where you can find that song and a bunch of other playlists that I create. I don't make music. I'm not an artist. I'm not plugging songs that I do. I just really love music and I love creating moments around music, and sometimes I'll make playlists that are paired with my YouTube videos. So there's a bunch of playlists on there, all different type of genres. We don't discriminate over here. So if you like music as much as me, yeah, go follow me on Spotify. Link is in the description box. But yeah, even Caresses / Paul's first message to Autumn was so full of it. Like, really, you were crucial in the major decisions happening? You were not. You were on the bottom and you know it. Like, please, Caress, stop playing. Stop, girl. Stop playing. And I don't understand why that was a lie to tell, because that's very easily debunked. All Autumn has to do is go say, hey, is Paul telling the truth about the fact that he's been making the major moves in this game? And everybody's going to say no, because that's not been the case. So in strategy games like this, you don't want to tell a lie that can easily be detected as a lie. Nevertheless, it actually ends up working because Autumn does pick Paul to have that first conversation with. And again, the tea that Caress gave to Autumn wasn't really tea, in my opinion.
Watch out for Lauren. She's definitely stabbed a lot of people in the back. The biggest fish on the hook right now is Kyle, and there's a circle romance between Miles and QT. Cassie has proved to be a snake in the grass, and poor Olivia is lagging behind. Hashtag beers have been spilled. Send message.
It's just known things in the circle. It's not like she had a leg up to find that stuff out. And then she left all her shit out, which again can be easily debunked. Caress plays a reckless game, and I don't mean that like, oh, she's a savage, like she's reckless. I mean, she's careless. She's playing a careless game. And for someone like me who loves a game of strategy, I even once participated in an org game, which is kind of like a strategy game that you play online with a group of people. I appreciate some good strategy. I appreciate someone who's going to actually play right. I don't know which role she's trying to have, but she's not the good guy and she's not the villain. She's just a bad player. And I know it sounds like I'm coming for Caress, and I've been coming for her for like 3 episodes now, but it really comes down to the fact that I appreciate good gameplay and she's not giving good gameplay. So I find it hard to root for her. Now, for these 2 episodes, Miles and Cassie had this whole little tiff, but I don't feel like what Cassie said was that shady, to be honest.
Message. Is anyone else's jaw still on the ground, or is it just mine? Shocked is an understatement with the mind-blown emoji.
I can't believe the AI engineer didn't catch the AI. Hashtag blonde moment. LOL.
But then during that painting game, I did get another vibe. And look, this is literally just me going off into a crazy imagination land. So don't even take me seriously. But I get the feeling that Cassie has a crush on Miles. And I know she's married or engaged, and I know that she has kids and all this. But that's just the vibe that I'm getting. Last week she felt away when Miles made his rap about QT instead of her.
Miles, you're up. Damn straight. Born ready for this. Corey Tyler, QT, waiting on a DM from you to me.
And this week, she's like, all he ever does is flirt with QT. Girl, why are you worried about it? She either has a crush on Miles, and so she's taking it out on him because he's not giving her attention, or for some reason, she doesn't like QT. She could also just be really into herself because she felt a way about Autumn not going to talk to her, but I get that that's more about the fact that they're both country girlies, and she just wanted to bond over that. And another note about the portrait situation, what kind of damn alliance are Cassie and Miles in? Because they both made portraits of each other. Now, he said he was joking, which he might have been, but there was some truth to it. Let's not even deny that. And like I said, she did it because I feel like she's jealous. I don't know what's going on there, but I don't know how strong your alliance could be if y'all both coming at each other just because you thought it was anonymous. Now, I'm gonna be real. When I was actively watching The Circle, like I said, I think I stopped watching back in season 3. I did not like when they let new players into The Circle. I think a couple of the seasons that I watched, the people who came in The Circle later ended up winning. And that doesn't make sense to me because you didn't even play the entirety of the game. Like, we don't even know if you would have lasted the whole time. So for someone to come in midway through the game and win, I just don't like that. I'm gonna try to stay, you know, neutral with the newbies, Jordan and Autumn. You know, if this was more like a Love Island type of thing where it was a constant revolving door of new people, I would be like, okay. But just letting these random 2 people in and they only have to play the game for half the time and they still get the same outcome, I don't really like that. But that's the rules. Rules is rules. Jordan is playing himself, but his previous bigger self. And his reasoning for it makes sense. People saw him as a cute and cuddly teddy bear. And he feels like now that, you know, he has a better physique in his eyes, he thinks that people see him as more of a fuckboy. And he's right about that. He does give more Miles energy with how he looks now. So I see why he went with the cuddly teddy bear, cutesy guy type of thing. But he made it very clear from his entrance interview that he is just here to play the game. So QT better watch out because I know she's also here to play the game. I do think she actually likes Miles. But as far as someone who's going to be going as hard as her, Jordan's going to be the one. And then we have Autumn, self-proclaimed redneck. I'm going to just sit that over there, speed on past it. But she is Cassie's direct competition for a country girl, so she better watch out. Of course, they left us on a cliffhanger for who was blocked. I don't know if that's what they were doing in previous seasons, but it's par for the course this season, so I'm just expecting it now. For now, I'm gonna go edit this video and get it out to you, and I'll be back tomorrow to talk about episodes 7 and 8. And until then, I'll see y'all later. Bye. That was better. That's how I wanted to read that. Lions that are taking the lead, and they only have half as amount of the time. Girl, what are you trying to say?
My hands shaking like I need it. I don't know why you got me singing.